Passes, only the third ever to throw for 50, and he was second in passing yards, over 5,000 of those, Charles. It was a heck of a season.
It certainly was, and it didn't come out of nowhere because, remember, Kansas City moved up big in the draft to get him. I believe they moved from the low 20s up to number 10. So you knew the potential was there, and they were counting on it. But also remember, he sat most of his rookie year. Only had the one start in a throwaway game at the end of the season sitting behind Alex Smith. So many say, hey, the importance of sitting that first year helped. Others will say, he should have started him his rookie year. Look at this guy. He's something else. But I know this. In backyard football, a lot of people are going to be throwing it with their opposite hand now, aren't they, to try and make a play?
And sidearm.
Sidearm, you know, whatever way to get the ball downfield. Patrick Mahomes brought us a whole lot of excitement and excellence.
Working from the gun, Mahomes dumps that off to Ware. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And going deep for... That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And give them a gain of 37.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here we go. Green 39. Green.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Not that time for Watkins.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Charles, let's assess the Denver Broncos right now. Of course, they're going to have a new man in charge by the time next season rolls around. Vance Joseph let go. Second straight losing season. 6-10 this year. 5 and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. D. Ford coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And they'll run him here. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Interesting note on He's the first undrafted rookie to run for 1,000 yards and to make a Pro Bowl.
That's an amazing statistic, isn't it? Because when you talk about undrafted players, typically when they do make a team, it's been the entire first season being a core special teams guy. Oh, that's right. Philip Lindsay started the season as a gunner on the punt team before becoming their lead running back.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half, 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the 3rd team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. They go play fake. Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Green 90. Green 90. Slow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now Mahomes. He's got Watkins on the out route. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Slow.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Domata Peko forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And before we can get to the field goal try, time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. 7-3 the score, and we're back to Arrowhead after this, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Butker now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Lindsey, the undrafted free agent, had a great college career at Colorado, but what he did to start this season and the way he came out of the gate, really impressive.
And sometimes guys just fit NFL teams where maybe you didn't see it coming. Because Phil Lindsey, as you mentioned, had an excellent college career at Colorado, but different question marks from different teams about size. Can he do this? Can he do that? The answer is he can do just about everything, and especially his ability to get out into open space out in the backfield and create big plays downfield. That's working quite well for him in the early going.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there from 17 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.